Welcome back to the Wizards of Dalal Street. I'm chatting with S Naren of ICICI Prudential, the CIO. Here's the saying, if it is close, we don't play. Let's play the game with S Naren some more. Naren, let's talk about value investing. Growth investing, value investing, are they two different species?
I think Warren Buffett says it is joined at the hip.
Absolutely.
So that's what does, it's not like, it's 0-1.
Indians naturally favor value investing as a cultural ethos?
I've been surprised to know that Indians favor value investing in everything other than investing in stock markets. When it comes to sale of any of the Amazons or the Flipkarts of the world, they believe in value investing.
You want a cheap shirt but not a cheap stock?
That's clear.
Okay. How do you distinguish between a value stock and a value trap?
Intrinsically, I think Indians are not value investors, and they have to go through a cycle to actually become value investors. You don't start being a value investor on day one. I have a team of colleagues, many of them young, and many of them will question me on many of my value investing stocks, and I find that conversation with them has really helped me to avoid many value traps.
Give me an example of something that a value trap that you avoided. How about the PSU banks, which were the favored sector in the market, but you avoided them?
In 2008, due to what happened in the global financial crisis, money went to public banks all over the world.
Correct.
So that was a very interesting period where what you saw that in a sector where both private sector and public sector is there, the public sector gained in the year 2008 across the world.
Because there were sovereign guarantees there.
There were sovereign guarantees. So people got into this perception that, what was true in other sectors where private sector gains would not happen in banking. So it was, whereas you looked at the entire process, you knew that was a one-time event out of GFC.
Your checklist told you that problems ahead in the credit cycle.
Yes. And that's why from then on, it was pretty easy to know that private banks would gain at the expense of public sector banks. And actually it also proved, 2008 proved that banking was a more unsafe sector from an equity investor point of view, and you had to do your rigorous work than any other sector, because one of the persons whom I used to watch, the Legg Mason Value Fund of Bill Miller, his fund got destroyed in 2008.
He just got a whole bunch of wrong stocks.
Yeah, because he had 38% weightage in financials. That combination, I realized that you have to be very careful in leverage sectors.
That's after 20 years of outperforming the S&P continuously almost. The man went overweight and got a divorce. That's what I heard. But you have a reputation in the industry of not being afraid to trade your stocks.
Yes, sometimes you do it, but like for example in 2012-13, for almost 2 years now I have been underweight some of the quality stocks, and quality stocks have continued to do well. But what I find is, with this whole world of passive investing which has come in the rest of the world, there are opportunities which come due to induction of stocks into some index, dropping of stocks from index, and those give me very good arbitrage opportunities.
But other than your famous checklist and the famous contrarianism, what else do you look at? I mean, you often say that current account deficit is something you pay a lot of importance to.
Yeah, I do pay importance to many factors, and I believe that, if you see capital being allocated well in a country or in a company, you tend to make money. So, you always look at how capital is allocated, and if you feel capital is allocated well, you tend to make money. And that's true of a country also. If you see why India is one of the better equity opportunities, is because as a country, we have allocated capital much better than some of the other countries which may have grown faster but have not allocated capital.
You're referring to China perhaps. Summarize for me, okay? What is S Naren's investing philosophy?
I would say that, look for opportunities in fear, look for opportunities in greed, and communicate. The ICICI brand has given me the opportunity to communicate to the country, and use this opportunity to make equities a good asset class for the entire country.
Educate people.
Educate people. If you see, I have been in equity markets from 1989. but the average investor has not managed to make the money that the markets have given him.
People fail to understand that the index in 1980 was 100, is closer to 30,000. A 300x move has been made, and if your wealth hasn't multiplied by that amount, you've been doing a disservice to your portfolios.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think the entire financial savings market through the mutual fund industry is a beautiful opportunity for an investor, and that is my main hope, that we will try to increase assets that we can collect from investors and make money for them in the long run.
I have a checklist of rapid fire round with you. You want to have some fun?
Yes.
Let's do that. I'll do a rapid fire round with you. Amitabh Bachchan used to say, चलो आप और हम खेलते हैं कौन बनेगा करोड़पति. आप और हम खेलते हैं rapid fire round. First question. You enjoyed your education the most where? IIT or IIM?
IIM.
Okay. Would you prefer on a Sunday playing bridge with your friends in Chennai or listening to Carnatic music?
Listen to Carnatic music and playing bridge.
Okay. Together?
Yes.
Okay. Are you an early riser or a late sleeper?
Early riser.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Your favorite city in India?
Chennai.
If you had a choice of dinner with Atul Gawande or James Montier, what would you pick?
Having met Atul Gawande, this time it would be James Montier.
Okay. Sensex 50,000 buy?
I can't predict, and I don't believe that you can forecast so accurately.
Okay. Your favorite ratio when you read a balance sheet?
Price to earnings.
All right. An Indian investor that you admire the most?
Ramesh Shah.
An Indian CEO that you have admired the most?
I think right now it is Chandrasekharan or Chandra.
A stock pick that you are the most proud of?
LMW in 1989.
Your dumbest stock pick to date?
It has been textile companies, and spending a lot of time on many textile companies.
That's strange. Lakshmi Machine Works makes textile machinery, and yet textile stocks have caused you grief. Okay. Name the one thing that keeps you up at night.
I think the responsibility of managing public money.
All right. One contrarian theme that you're focusing on right now.
Last few months it has been metals and oil and gas.
Naren, what you said, that what is comfortable is really profitable. But in the last half an hour, you've not only given us some comfort, but also some profitable ideas how to invest your money. Thank you so much for coming with us on Wizards of Dalal Street.
Thank you for the opportunity.
We'll see you next week on another episode of the Wizards of Dalal Street.